Today?
Good.
Good. So really very important that we have an interactive session. I really don't like to stand up and just kind of lecture. So if you have any questions in English, in Spanish, in Italian, please help me out. Let's have an interactive session. I'm assuming everyone can hear me in the back? Yeah?
Not too much.
Okay. I'll try to speak up a little bit louder, but if you can't hear, just let me know, because I don't really like to use the bullhorn. It's a little too authoritative. Anyway, so who am I? My name is Michael Armentano. Is it better over here? You guys can hear?
Yeah. Okay, so in front of the table.
No.
In front of the table.
Okay. But then I'm like facing the column. Anyway, so if you guys can't hear, feel free to just say, hey, repeat what you said or whatever. I think we have plenty of time, so there's no issue there. So basically, who am I? My name is Michael Armentano. I've been working in IT for more or less 12 years, mostly in Western and Eastern Europe, so a lot in Italy and Spain, Germany, France, England, and also quite a bit in the United States. As you can probably tell from my accent, I was born in the United States. I have an American English accent. I'm currently living in Miami, so I studied in Miami many years ago at a school called TORRI International University, computer science. Then I did some postgraduate work at the University of California at Berkeley, which probably most of you have heard of. So I'm currently working for a company. It's actually an Indian IT consulting company. It's called Infosys Technologies. There are over 100,000 employees in the world. It's one of the more important Indian consulting companies. Before that, I worked for IBM for a couple of years. Managed sales accounts in the southeastern United States and also in Latin America. And before that, I worked for Oracle, Siebel, which is also a large software house. Let's say I know probably most of you haven't heard of these companies before, but you know these are very large, well-known companies, and that's pretty much my background. So, as Leonardo and Eugenio mentioned, what we're going to do is we're going to show, basically I'm going to talk a little about some basic concepts, like what is cloud computing and how do you use it, what does it mean to us today. And then we're going to show a short video. It's about 3.5 minutes. We're going to show it in Italian, English, and Spanish. I don't know if it's going to be in that order, but eventually we'll get to all three. And then we're gonna talk about some concepts at a little bit more detailed level. We're also going to show some demos and actually show real world scenarios of this thing called cloud computing. So perfect. So cloud computing, what is it? So I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to give you some terminology that later we're going to go into a lot more detail. But when people talk about cloud computing, it's basically three different things. So we have software as a service, we have platform as a service, and we have the infrastructure as a service. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to pause a little bit and go back to the way things used to be in the 1960s. So probably most of us weren't born yet, but in any case, the way that things used to run, big banks, big insurance companies, other big business basically had massive machines, and people used what are called dumb terminals, which is basically a keyboard. And you basically connected to this massive machine. You did whatever work you needed to do on a daily basis. Everything was stored on this machine. The cost was very high to maintain this machine because they were very large, used a lot of energy. There were a lot of complications that came with that.